Thank you, Steve. And good morning to you all. I want to invite you to imagine you're 15. What do you smell? What do you feel? And where are you? For me, it was in an orange, flowery garden Saturday morning in a small coffee farm, sorting fruit cherries, the ready to harvest red ones from the green and ripe ones, trying to sort the cherries picked from the ground from the properly harvested ones. It was an experience. Whereas that is my life story. Now, let me tell you what my friend Kongwa was doing at 15. Having spent 9 months moving through 4 countries, searching for basics of life just to survive, and I'm talking about a 15-year-old teenager searching for clean water, a meal, cloth on his back, with just an interrupted sleep. Kongwa is hoping to settle down in a safe place because he could no longer stay in his community because of the tribal conflicts therein. For him, he remembers the mountains and the forests that surrounded the rivers and swimming in Lake Mutanda, which is a lake near his community. And for me, with the curiosity of a teenager, I wanted to be close to Kongwa, to understand why at 15, my age, Kongwa was busy searching for the basics of life that were available for me. This intrigued me to search for why. It was until the year 2009, when I volunteered in the refugee settlement camp with the Red Cross in a settlement that is about 2 hours away from my home. While at that settlement, I helped to register, settle and distribute the much needed basic items, including basins, plastic sheeting for shelter, and food items, among others, to support their lives in the refugee settlement. This experience made it clear for me what I wanted to do: to give hope and empower the marginalized, and work towards putting an end to issues that spark conflicts in my community and indeed the world. Later on, during and after my university education, I started working with colleagues who shared the same passion, creating platforms for young people from the different tribes and communities in Uganda who were orphaned by the then conflict. We had a 20-year-long conflict in the northern part of the country, some of whom were really orphaned by disease or have just been abandoned by their families. So brought together by their love for culture, music, and dance and drama, we chose and continue to believe in them and try to give them a voice. Thus far, hope restored, an opportunity to share life experiences, access to education, life skills, and exposure to life outside their pain became a possibility. I continue to do this work, and I can tell you it's quite fulfilling. And it was doing this work when I learned about Friends Forever International's programming through a recommendation of Rotarian Dr. Robert Harold from the Rotary Club of Portsmouth in New Hampshire, who had visited Uganda at that time and visited our group and what we are doing. I thought this was a program I needed to kickstart my journey cultivating lasting peace in my small community, later on in the country, and made me a huge contribution to the world. I underwent the application process and had the privilege to participate in the program in the spring of 2015. What a lifetime experience. It was one of many firsts for me. The first time boarding a plane, the first time speaking at a Rotary Club, the first time learning outside a classroom environment, among many other firsts. And for me, all this set me on a journey to self-discovery, learning who I am, what I stand for, and where I see myself in 20, 30 years. So in that process, I wondered, will I be a person of influence, or will I be an ordinary person? And gladly, I chose to be the person who creates impact. A person who influences communities where I live and work. That's precisely said that the Friends Forever program helped me define my why. I have since been on a journey of enabling my community to become the best version of itself through my professional and volunteer work, improving people's knowledge and promoting health-seeking behaviors that transform and save lives, delivering programs that increase access to healthcare, education, and economic opportunity. And just like Bishop Desmond Tutu challenged all of us, and I'll quote, "Do your little bit of good where you are. It's the little bits of good put together that overwhelm the world." For me, with family and friends, I'm doing my little bits of good with great hope to create a difference. And for me, participating in the Friends Forever program, like right now, right here in New Orleans, continues to be transformational. I believe that in this moment, empowering more young, empathetic leaders, especially for me, selfishly from the continent, from Africa at this time, will not only promote harmonious coexistence of our diverse cultures, but also significant advancements in health, in education, in human rights, governance, and a shot at economic opportunity. It's in this moment that I therefore want to thank the Friends Forever International team, supporters, and donors. The program not only empowers us, the participants, but also creates long-lasting opportunities for growth in leadership through an alumni movement and continuous engagement in program activities. I mean, I'm an alumni and therefore I completed the program, but I'm continuously engaged, and that is advancing my leadership abilities. And so be it facilitating or mentoring new participants into the program, or even implementing a social action project back home, we are creating a more just and equitable world where everyone can thrive simply because of people like you all. And lastly, I bring you greetings from Uganda. And allow me to take you all with me to Uganda. Not only does Uganda boast of some of Africa's most spectacular natural wonders, like the source of River Nile, which is the longest river in Africa, believed to be the longest in the world. It's home to some of the continent's most incredible species, from rare and endangered great apes, the chimpanzees, the mountain gorillas, to tree-climbing lions, to a diverse of people, cultures, music, and dance, to organic food. Sounds like New Orleans, right? Really, Uganda is nothing short of a paradise. and I will come you all to my paradise. Asante sana. Mungu awabarikie, which is a Swahili word that loosely translates to thank you so much, and God bless you all.